All right. Welcome back to Cricket for Americans. Nick here. And I'm excited to check out this second test. Is this the second day for crying? I mean, is this the second day of this match? It's insane. I think it's the second day. What is happening, everyone? We got a lot going on in just 2 days. And I'm excited to be on here for just a little bit. It's not going to be a very long stream because I got church today. And I don't usually stream on Sundays for that reason. But I had a meeting that got canceled before the actual church meeting starts. And so, I'm dressed up, took off the tie, even brushed what's left of the hair a little bit. And I'm excited to come on here. And of course, as I do, Jadeja loses his wicket. Okay, of course, as I'm setting it up. I was excited to see some Jadeja, some Shreyas Iyer, a fantastic partnership. They lose that wicket. 6 wickets lost here, 248. Sri Lanka goes down for like 109 or some nonsense. Is this really the second day, people? Holy cow. The doctor was here before anyone else. What's up, doctor? I am here. Yes, absolutely. Thanks for joining me. Sion, what's up? Ankit. Arif, what's up, my friend? Long time no see. At least comment-wise. Oh, Jadeja, that's how he lost his wicket. Wow. Goes off the bat, bounces right into the stumps. Wow, that's crazy. I just saw that's unfortunate. Bangalore test only lasts about 3 days. Yeah, this is the home of RCB, baby. I should be wearing my RCB hat, but I don't want to mess up the old hair. Oh, my goodness gracious. What's up, Sathwick? Couldn't say that name. Not because it's hard to say, but because I can't speak right now. India making sure we don't get a demerit point. Can you get a demerit point for ending too quickly? Can you get a demerit point for finishing in 2 days? This is crazy. Sri Lanka barely goes over 100. I was actually a little nervous when India was losing wickets left and right. And they got 200 plus in their first innings. I was like, oh no, Sri Lanka's going to have a really good chance here. And then you look up and it's, 86 for 6. And then they lose all out for 109. This match is crazy. I haven't been able to watch any of these test matches. So again, my meeting for church canceled. There's an hour meeting before. And so I wanted to jump on here for a little bit. Yeah, India got 252. Now they're at 248. Sri Lanka 109 for crying out loud. I mean, give me a break. It's craziness. You had Jaya Winkrama get 3 wickets in the first innings, right? And you had Shreyas Iyer once again a half century. Rishabh Pant half century. Shreyas Iyer higher strike. Rishabh Pant strike rate of 161 in that first innings in a test match. This guy's out of his mind for crying out loud. And then you had Sri Lanka come up, okay? They got a 43 from Matthews. Everyone else was 21 or below. You got Bumrah, the future captain of India cricket, Test cricket, or one of the formats with 5 wickets, baby. Ashwin Shami got 2. Aksar got 1. No runouts there. And then you got this man, Mayank Agarwal. He's opening. They still have not been able to find healthy, consistent opening partner for Rohit Sharma. Rohit goes down in both innings as well. Rohit got 46 in the first innings. I apologize. Okay, I'm looking at things backwards. Shreyas Iyer got 92 in the first innings. Pont got a 50 in this innings, as well as Shreyas Iyer. You got 3 wicket hauls again from Jai Winkrama. And in the first innings, he had a 3-wicket haul by Imboldenaya. So that gives a little bit of a quick update there. Good to see you too, Logos. Appreciate that. Let me get back to the comments here. I was looking at everything else. Thanks so much for joining me. Last minute, I'll be on for under an hour. We still have church officially happening. Ooh, pink ball. So I don't even know if that hit his bat at all with Jadeja. It looks like it might have hit his pad, and then the bat too. That's interesting. Either way, wicket right there. Yeah, on a turning track, Boomer got 5. He's a monster. He's an absolute monster. And there's a nice little smart shot there for a 4. Shreyas Iyer is in some kind of form. Someone tell me who's a better test batsman or all-around batsman, I should say, right now than Shreyas Iyer. Who's in a better form? It was Joe Root all of last year. Okay, and that was just in test. Shreyas Iyer the last 2022 so far is probably the best batsman in international cricket. He is in some kind of form. India won't get a demerit point if pitch was that bad, then India won't be going past 200 this innings. Okay, so the demerit for the pitch. Thank you so much. Syed, what's up, my friend? I'm doing great. Doing great. Had a meeting this morning, just recently got canceled. And so I wanted to watch some of this match with you guys. Jeez, that was wide. Vishwa bowling. It's interesting how the jerseys here, they seem like an extra dry Lux, sheery type material. Pink ball going on right here. Usman is in great form. You're right. He is in great form as well. Ooh, that's a good one right there. He's also in really good form. Oh, another one by... It's like a repeat of what happened a few balls ago. Shreyas Iyer is dominating right now. 62 on 74. Yeah, right? Where's it at? Definitely looks like he's playing a different ground for sure. Wow. Well, this is crazy. India is far and away going to win this match. I mean, Sri Lanka could still come back. I know. I shouldn't say that. Sri Lanka could still come back. Sri Lanka could still score a whole bunch of runs. There's plenty of time, right? But India seems to have this well in hand. They have a 400-run lead. Most betting men would put their money on India to take this game away. But we'll see. Question is, how are you guys doing? We got a lot of cricket going on. We got the Women's World Cup. We got Australia, Pakistan. We got India, Sri Lanka. We got West Indies, England that just finished their drawn match. How are you feeling about cricket right now? What matches are you most excited are happening right now? Maybe it's not this match. Maybe this match doesn't interest you too much because it's not really – it hasn't been competitive in this series. Just like the West Indies series wasn't too competitive either. What are you excited about? Let me know. Comment below. What are you most excited about currently? Let's see. Let's see how things are going around. Okay, so oh my gosh, Pakistan, Australia. Australia's got 500 runs, and they haven't even declared yet after 2 days. Oh my goodness gracious. 500 runs. Uzi, 160. He saw 369 balls. SPD got 72. Alex Carey got 93. Talking about Alex's, right? Alex Hales announced that he's bowing out of the IPL. Misses his family. Bubble fatigue. Got COVID at one point. Doesn't want to risk all that kind of stuff again. Man. And look at this. Sajid Khan and Naman Ali for Pakistan. 54 overs and 45 respectively. 505. Australia is in some kind of form right now. Cyan says Pakistan playing too defensive at home with that terrible pitch. No intent to win, as if playing for the draw. That's what it seems like right now. Wow. I was most excited for Pakistan, Australia, but the chicken approach of Pakistan is killing the matches. Yeah, I was hoping for a more competitive fair as well. I did not see how Kohli got out in the first innings. I'm not going to lie. I did not. India's now topped their first innings score. They got 258, 6 more than what they got in the first innings. Kohli got 23 on 48 balls in the first innings, and then 13 on 16 balls in the second innings. I mean, not a lot of people scored, but besides Ashwin, who's bowling or batting right now, Kohli's got the low score in the second innings. What's going on, guys? Ladies and gentlemen, let me know. Lamphole says Women's World Cup. Aussie will lose only if they have a bad day in semis or final. Yeah, the Australian women's team is a juggernaut right now. They're out of control. These two matches are like completely the opposite. Yeah. Test matches are only interesting when it's between India, Australia, England, New Zealand, and South Africa. Rest of the teams don't have the skill level that they used to have to compete. Rajesh brings up an interesting point right here. And Gabe and I, we get called out all the time in the comment section about you guys only cover so many teams. And, you know, there's a two-edged sword right there. First of all, we cover as many teams as we possibly can. We can't get to all the matches. And if we have like an associate nation team or a big full member team test match going on, we're going to choose a full member team almost every single time because that's where the interest is, okay? That's where you have the most people that are interested, and we want to provide what people are interested in watching. But Rajesh brings up a good point. Could any other nation win a match like we saw Bangladesh win against New Zealand? Absolutely. It's going to happen from time to time. Absolutely. It's not impossible. But he brings up a good point. It's right now, it's like 4 or 5 international teams. Talk about the men's game. 4 or 5 international teams right now that, and England, they're reeling right now. They are reeling. I think any other typical England squad would have won that match against the West Indies. Just saying. So you have a handful, less than a handful of teams that day in, day out competitively, right? They make it competitive. And it's tough. It makes it interesting for the rest of the cricketing world. I would throw Pakistan in there, though. I really would. Right now, they're not being able to hold their own salt, whatever you want to call that phrase. But I would put them as one of the nations that can beat another nation. Right now, it's not working out too well for them. Cyan says Australia didn't declare because they want to bat only once. The pitch is getting cracked, so it'll turn. Oh, very smart plan. Curious to see how line swept and spin pair will do. Yeah, especially with that. They're staying alive. The track is getting more and more cracked up. Interesting. Because they're playing in Karachi, if I'm not mistaken, and Ozja was saying that the track will turn. It will turn by day 3. So there you go. Very smart. Says, my interest would be 1, Indian team World Cup matches. Okay. 2, India versus Sri Lanka. I'm assuming you mean the Women's World Cup. 3, would have been Pakistan, Australia, but their matches are turning out to be too boring. So England versus West Indies. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I understand that. I think that India, Sri Lanka, though, even though I'm streaming it right now, it's not competitive at all. So if you're an Indian fanboy, which I am with this squad, then this is fantastic. This is a beautiful thing to watch. But if you're a cricket fanboy, which I also am, this is a tough thing. Okay, this is not a very fun match to win. No one's going to expect India to lose this match, and this is the second day. No one expects them to lose after the first day in this match, for crying out loud. I did not see the run out for Agarwal, but I did notice as I was following along on my phone just the scores while I was working. No, I wasn't working. I was asleep. But I think I noticed that when I was working that he lost his wicket very early. He got that run out after 7 balls or something? I don't think Virat Kohli will ever score 100. It looks like he's just playing for granted. Game changer. Interesting point. Respect the point. But I'd never say never when it comes to a world-class athlete. He's lost his way. And he's lost his ability to get that 100 right now, but I would never count him out. It's almost like Tiger Woods. I'm not sure how much you boys and girls follow golf, but Tiger Woods was dominant, absolutely dominant for 10, 15 years, something like that. And he was approaching the Jack Nicklaus all-time record of major victories at record pace. He was going to easily overtake him. And then he had a domestic dispute with his wife. He had a car accident. He had infidelities uncovered. His whole world got turned upside down. And it truly affected him to where he went on to win one major after that. But that's all in the last, 10 years or so. Now, I'm not saying Kohli is having those personal issues that he had. None of that's been reported. I'm not speculating whatsoever. But I'm just saying, with the infidelities and the family drama aside, something has gotten Kohli kind of out of that dominant fashion. He's got to find a way. But I can't imagine he's never going to get that 100 again. I just can't imagine that. Says, to be honest, Kohli had been unlucky in this series. He didn't look as if he is struggling. Both the times, the odd ball that had more to do with the pitch than the bowler's skill got him. I respect the comment, but I've heard this time and time again. I've heard this time and time again. There's only so many excuses we can make. You might be right because I have not watched his dismissals. So you could be absolutely right, and that's fine. But I've heard the excuses time and time again that it's not his fault. It's unlucky. It's a good ball. It's a bad ball. It's an unlucky bounce. And eventually, as fans, we got to take responsibility for, what it could be. It's unfortunate. That's for sure. Luckily, the team doesn't need Kohli to be Kohli right now. We got 49 in the chat. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be on for about 45 more minutes. 35, 45 more minutes. Just want to watch some of this match. You got Ashwin at strike with Shreyas Iyer. Shreyas Iyer is currently at strike, getting his 65th run on 80 balls right now. India has a lead of 409 runs, and they still have 4 more wickets to go. It's only day 2, so there's no even chance of a declaration going on. They're going to ride this out for as long as they can. They could lose those wickets very quickly, or they can hold on to them the rest of the day today. We're in the 3rd session of the 2nd day. And you got, let's see, 266 for 6. This is a 64th over. Oh, that's an unfortunate buy for the bowler. That was a really good ball. It was very low. And Ashwin didn't have anything on that. That was unfortunate. But 4 runs nonetheless. Wow. Oh, man. So he totally missed it. Didn't have any spin whatsoever there. Didn't turn off the pitch, but it went into the spot where the wicketkeeper was not expecting. Wow, that was unfortunate. Ball comes in, and it's hit right there for 1 run. Man, I got to work on my positions again. I've almost forgotten my positions. What is that? Mid off? Hit to mid off there. You got the RCB Bangalore Stadium here. Now, Shreyas Iyer's on strike. You got Imbo Denia bowling. He's got 1 wicket, 78 runs given. Wow. 78 runs given. That's more than 4 runs and over. Gives up 2 in that over. 6 if you count the extra. Kohli's had a few small breaks here and there from international cricket. A few small breaks. Maybe a more extended break. But when you talk about that extended break, then you're talking about, is he going to come back? I mean, this guy's got lots of things to keep him busy, and he's got the new kid. Sri Lanka, Pakistan, West Indies need to take measures to fix their test format competency. Yeah, I mean, it's not looking good right now. Things can switch, things can turn. Sri Lanka's trying to build a competitive side. Right now, it doesn't look good. Which teams do you root for in women's cricket? Is it the same as men's team, India and England? I mean, kind of, yeah, right? Kind of, because why not? But I like parity, okay? And right now, England and Australia have been dominating the Women's World Cup. New Zealand has 1 title. Australia has 6. I think England has 4. I'm rooting for a different team besides at least England and Australia right now. But Australia looks dominant, right? Men and Women's World Cup, quite possibly. Now, the men's was T20, but still, they're dominant right now. Nick, do you read the Crick Info article on Kohli and his 100 saga? I did not. It's a nice read. Anyways, the fact is that even without the 100, he has averaged a good 40 to 50 in all 3 formats. Yeah, but that's going down, right? Wasn't he averaging 50 plus before, right? Probably, and this is the best way to put it right here. Ashutosh, thank you so much. Probably the best 10 batters playing right now. Probably among them. We can't say for sure, and that's sad, right? When I first got into test over 2 years ago, he was the best batter in the world. Now he's probably in the top 10. Nice to see you, Nick, after a long time on live stream. This is the last match before IPL starts. For Indian players, you mean? Because the IPL, I believe, is March 26th, correct? Appreciate that, Siddhartha. I've been on here and there on the live streams, but it hasn't been as consistent as it was a few weeks ago, so I appreciate that. All these matches are starting at different times. I was able to stream an Indian women's versus Pakistan World Cup match, and then I was able to stream some PSL matches. So maybe those did not interest you, but I appreciate that. What's up? Yes, thank you, Rajesh. Hit the like button. Hit it up, my friends. This is crazy, in my opinion. Even though it's day 2, you can look at a lot of wickets falling quickly, or you can look at them riding into the sunset for day 2. Once again, Jai Wickrama's got himself 3 wickets in 17 overs. All the economy rates are pretty high, but that's part of the course for RCB's course, our stadium, right? Part of the course for this in Bengaluru. A lot of runs, I would assume, are given up, but maybe not. Maybe not a lot of runs are given up. Kohli's average in test finally came down below 50, by the way. Yeah, it's sad. It's so sad. Nick, do you think pink ball tests should be played more in number? Maybe 2 pink ball tests out of its 4 or 5 match series? I don't. I know they like the pink ball at nighttime, right? So it's easier to see. Now, if the question is, should they play more night matches, then sure. I mean, if that's what the audience wants, that's what the crowd wants. I just don't know the need to have more pink ball. It seems like the players really struggle with pink ball. And so if the players really struggle, then why continue to use it? Is it just for scheduling and convenience? I don't know. I don't really have a preference either way, to tell you the truth. I don't have a dog in that fight. Let me know how you feel. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that. What's up, RK? Excuse me. I want full crowds allowed in the IPL like this match. And 8 to 10 venues like IPL had played before COVID, not like the 4 venues only. Yeah, I know. It's going to be tough. We want everything to go back to normal. And at least here in my local area, things are slowly getting back to normal. Okay? In my small little world, the school district, they're bringing more and more things back to what it was before the pandemic, which hopefully we can keep it that way. All right, so we got Vishwa Bowling's got 1 wicket on 9 overs, 42 runs given. We got Astronaut Strike And it gets past the fielder right there, really close to the stumps, and they sneak a run in there. Man, he really had to hustle to get that one run. Ashwin gets one run off Vishwa. Thoughts on RCB reveals? I'm assuming you're talking about Faf being named captain. Is interesting because Aja and I were getting reports that people were saying it was going to be Mohammad Siraj, and as much as I love Mohammad Siraj, that really surprised me, those reports. Even though I like myself a bowler being a captain. But Faf, it makes complete sense. The only thing I'm concerned about is long-term. You had Kohli in there for so long as captain, right? I mean, he was RCB for such a long time. And so now you got a guy who's coming in, who's in amazing shape, by the way. Faf is in fantastic shape. But you have a guy coming in his late 30s, early 40s. How long is he planning on playing the IPL? How long is he going to be your captain for? I guess this is a commitment of at least 2 or 3 years. That's the only drawback I have on it, but I love Faf. He's also brand new, which is interesting to me. It's all about experience, not about the team relationships. Sri Lanka is struggling a little bit with the wicket keeping the last few overs, not being in the best positions there. Oh, that was hit very nicely. Not for a boundary, though. To the leg side there. Close to fine leg. Not as deep as fine leg. Ashwin looks very, very comfortable. You know, he's a very good batting bowler. Okay, I wouldn't go as far as call him all-rounder. You guys probably would. I would not, but he's a very fair batting bowler. And he looks very, very comfortable right now. After 20 balls, he looks pretty locked in. He's not going to, I'm not saying he's going to go off for a half century. He could, but he does look very comfortable there at the crease. Here's Vishwa with his fourth delivery. And he almost lost his wicket. I almost jinxed him. He almost lost his wicket. It went for a 4. But he almost lost it as I'm saying he's looking comfortable. Oh, wow. I'm not sure where that bounced, but it got away from the wickets. He hit it. It ricocheted off something besides his bat, it looks like. And it went for a boundary. I thought I had totally jinxed him when he lost his wickets because he looks very comfortable. At least he did. It was a nice ball. Shreyas Iyer is definitely something else. 100%. Wow, way behind the comments here. Thank you guys for joining me here. Appreciate that. What's up, Renell? Good to see you. Southwick says pink ball is used only for night matches. My thoughts are that the pink ball matches make some serious noise in every series. Look at All Out India 36, James Anderson tearing apart batting lineups. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not sure how needed it is. I just don't know. Vishwa Fernando. Does he hear those drums? Not this over. Dot ball finishes the over the dot ball. So we had the unlucky boundary. Other than that, a very well bowled over. Should have been only 2 runs. He gave up 6 runs. And I will be back in less than a minute. All right. Appreciate that. Nick, have you played WWE 2K22? No, I don't play a lot of video games. Whatever I do play, it's with my kids. Whatever they want to play. I do, if I do play on my own, it's either baseball or it's like Red Dead Redemption. I never finished the second one because of different reasons, but I very rarely play video games on my own. Very rarely. Unless you're talking about like I don't know, mobile games, solitaire. I'm not too excited when it comes to the video games. Yeah, this is absolutely a T20 series for punt. Strike rate of 161 this innings. Shreyas Iyer is very comfortable right now. I had mentioned that he might be in the best form for the year, but then someone mentioned Uzi, and that's a great call. People have work at daytime, so night matches are better at format like test, which is not preferred by large audience. Yeah. The tough thing is, like, when do you start that test match? Local time. Like, for me, the time's way off because it's 8 a.m. here, but you would have to start it like at 2 p.m. because with lunch break and drinks breaks and the match itself, you're looking at 7.5, 8 hours, right? So you'd have to start early on. I'm not sure if it's hard to pick up that pink ball during the daytime. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it. How many are bidding for his? I don't think he's going to get a century. He's in a great form, but I don't think he's going to get it. Oh, Ashwin. Ashwin walks away. He just lost his wicket. He was looking in great form, and maybe he was a little too comfortable there. Not great form, but his confidence was there. And just like that, we lose 10 in the chat. Don't run away, my India fans. It's okay. It's just a wicket. The wicket keeper was able to get that one. If it's an edge, it's barely an edge, but it's going to be a wicket because Ashwin just walked away. They're not reviewing it whatsoever. It was too close for comfort, and it was a wicket. Ashwin, the gentleman, knows it's done. He's walking away. Red Dead Redemption is amazing. I agree. I should play a cricket video game. You're absolutely right. Hey, look at that. It was at 2 p.m. Ha! How's everyone doing? Appreciate you all joining me here today. Here for the short stream. We're 32 minutes in. 45 in the chat. Please, all 45, do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button. Really, really appreciate it. I first came on because I wanted to see Jadeja, Shreyas Iyer because they're a great partnership. They've been a great partnership recently. The times they've had a chance to play. Jadeja loses wicket before I even click the live button. Ashwin sees 25, 26 balls, something like that. He loses his wicket. Still not too bad, 13. I think he matched Kohli's score. Kohli with the better strike rate. Oh, man, they're crowding the batter right now. Axar Patel, they have no respect for Axar Patel. Don't they know that this guy can rake? Don't they know this guy's got a few sixes in him? I don't care if it's test. Disrespectful. They got a guy at short leg. They got a slip on either side of the wicketkeeper. Man, the spitter in there, the spitter at bat, no respect. Here's the end of that over. Starts with a few dots. Look at Vishnu. OMG, I love Art Red Dead Redemption 2. Don't rush through the storyline. Play it slow to get the best of the story. An amazing world Rockstar Games have created. Yes, I agree. I don't like rushing through it. My intention when I play a game like Red Dead Redemption is not to beat it. I like to enjoy it. Like, I want to beat it as I go along, but I like to enjoy it. The thing I love about the game is just how you can kind of get lost in it and you can wander around and you can go on little tiny side missions or, skin the animals, collect the plants, get some money. I like to get as much enjoyment out of it as possible. And the reason why I haven't even finished it yet is because I had it a long way on it. And then the entire thing had to be reset. It completely crashed the PS4. And so I paid a company to revive it back to life. But it had to wipe all the memory, which really stunk. So I just restarted it not too long ago. I've got a few hours in it is all. But yes, I agree. It's about enjoying it, enjoying the storyline, And as I'm going through it again, I'm trying to get to even some of the stories, missions I didn't get to the first time. But I was. Oh, another wicket! Shreyas Iyer loses his wicket. Is he going to review it? Big appeal. He's going to review it. Oh, I like the little Shreyas Iyer review. Big appeal. The finger came up very, very late. I told you, you could be looking at several wickets falling before a day's out. Fair delivery. Let's see. Ooh, I think he's out. I don't think it's outside the leg stump. I think that's hitting wickets. I think that's a beautiful delivery right there. Shreyas Iyer's walking around, walking away. He knows it. I think he's dunsies. No bat involved. No bat involved. Yeah, I definitely think that's hitting the wickets. Yep. 4 reds. Beautiful ball. Goodbye. Score is 278 for 8. Good call by the umpire. I mean, he hesitated there for a second. He took his time. He thought about a big appeal, and he put up that finger. That was a good call. Shreyas Iyer, I didn't think he was going to get that century. He did not. He got 67 nonetheless. 278 for 8. Let me put the score in here. And just like that, you have 2 wickets lost. Just like that. Man alive. $66 overs. All right, got the score right here for you. They lead by 421. Yes, absolutely still well played by Shreyas Iyer. You got the tail enders in there right now. Now, Axar, I still believe. In Axar, we trust. This guy can still bat it up. But you can't expect a whole lot from him. Shami, I mean, I've seen him get a half century before. It's good to see Shami in there, fit. And that's a nice shot. Is that going to go for a boundary? Yeah, baby. Shot, boy, for Shami. Shot for Shami. Is he walking around a little gingerly, or is he just kind of avoiding a rock or something? That was weird. Nice. It's like he saw the ball slow down for him so he can do exactly what he wanted with it. 51 in the chat. Thank you so much for joining me on this impromptu stream. India, Sri Lanka. India's got this game in hand, but Sri Lanka still got an innings left. They're trying to close this up, close up shop. 282 for 8. In Boldenaya, he's got 2 wickets already. Wicketkeeper's trying to get a stump there, but no chance. The fool's behind the crease. Fourth ball right there. Yeah. I mean, that ball against Shreyas Iyer was pretty straight on, right? I don't really know what he was doing there, but either way, that's a wicket. Still, very nice innings. Don't like the way he went out. Yeah, there's absolutely no point in defending. You would like to finish the day, though. I mean, wouldn't you? You'd like to finish the day. Shami's not messing around here. He's got a guy there at silly point. And he doesn't care. Axar Patel is now on strike. Shami gets a run off that last one. Fans are excited there in Bangalore to watch themselves a test match. Oh, absolutely, Varun. But what do you give the chances of Sri Lanka chasing this score? What chances do you give? 283 for 8. That over is over. 67 overs in the book. It is 8:09, Renell. We just, I mean, you experienced it too, I guess. Daylight savings, so we lost an hour. Ugh. Hate losing an hour. I hate daylight savings time. Worst thing ever invented, my opinion. Besides hate. Hate's the worst thing invented. Daylight savings time is the second worst thing. Yeah, you got to make it more interesting. But as an India fan, you don't want Sri Lanka to win. Yeah, exactly. It's not out of the realm of possibility. No disrespect, but less than 10%. Yeah. The only cricket trophy that people Bangalore will see. Oh, wow. Now that's a nice shot there by Shami. Shami's going for it, baby. He's like, Pot, I'll show you a 160 strike rate, baby. Look at the disrespect from Miniteum. What did the RCB fan base do to you? Or maybe you are an RCB fan and you just know what it's like. The only cricket trophy they'll see. Oh man, that was rough. I'm surprised Manny won. You're giving 10%. Nothing against Sri Lanka. I'm surprised you're giving 10%. Shami's got 10 off 6. Almost had a boundary there, kind of. All right, so he is an RCB fan. Drive by. Sonny S says, and look at this shot from Axar. Another boundary, baby. They're going to make it nigh unchaseable. Axar gets on the board. 2 boundaries. Ooh, disrespectful way to greet this bowler on this over. Come on, Nick. With Jadeja, Ashwin, Axar, the team on a turning pitch, no chances, baby. Don't forget about a Rohit Sharma. He can bowl it a little bit. Yeah, that was a pretty good drive-by. I'm not going to lie. The fans know. Oh, the fans know. Yes, double ton for Shami. We all thought it was Dunsies. And this guy gets 200. Ooh, that would be awesome. Shami's Lord's mode activated. Go for it, Shami. Show him who you are today. Oh! Oh, it's going to go 6. Shami for a 6. Oh, now I know where that comment's coming from. I'm a little behind you guys. The crowd's loving it. Shami. He didn't run up the track. He held his ground. Oh, and he looks at that. He's like, get out of here, ball. You guys see it in his eyes right there. Oh, I love it. Oh, that wicketkeeper was fast. He was fast with that stumps. Luckily, Shami didn't go up on the track. His foot was behind the line. 16 for 8, 200 strike rate. Desi Gee power. Oh. So a 5 for Rohit Sharma, you say? No, I'm not saying that much. I'm not going to go that far. I'm just saying he can bowl a little bit. I'm getting really tired of this Conor McGregor commercial. Nothing against him, but holy cow, I've seen it a million times. Nick, This will be a world record chase if Sri Lanka are to chase this score as the highest score chase is 418. There you go. I appreciate when you get into the record books for me. Great information. Where are you getting your stuff from, man? Very good. Oh, here's a question right here. Dot ball. Nick, how do you feel about Book of Boba Fett? Also, what are your thoughts on Mando stealing the show? Personally, I think it's okay because Boba had decent screen time in Mando season 2. I don't think he had as much screen time as Mando had in Book of Boba Fett. I did not. Ooh. That's not going to be a boundary there. And Boldenaya is in there for his 21st over, 2 balls so far, a dot and a run. Mando literally took over 2 episodes. 2 episodes that Boba Fett wasn't even in. They had his sidekick. I can never I never remember her name. She does a great job with the character. They had her show up for a few seconds. It was The Mandalorian season 2.5 for a few episodes there. The crowd's really getting behind every shot. I love it. Oh, careful there, Sri Lankan fielder, but he got it. He took over 2 whole episodes. It was the storyline. It was the characters. It made 0 sense. As far as the story perspective goes by, it was horrendous. I liked those episodes a whole lot. They were a lot of fun. But we're over there with Grogu and Luke Skywalker, spoiler alert, sorry, on a different planet, on a Book of Boba Fett show where you have some tension you try to create. It was a misstep, that show. I enjoyed the first 3 episodes. I really did. I liked them getting to the Sand People. I liked them getting here and there. I liked all that kind of stuff. I really enjoyed it. I was watching it with my oldest son. We're like, hey, this is pretty good. And then episode 4 came. Oh! Axar's cleaned up! Oh, and Rohit declared! Rohit declared he wants to get some early wickets here before the end of the match. Wow, Dhananjaya. I just like saying that name. Imbol Denia gets his 3rd wicket. Jeez Louise. Yeah, that was, he looked silly on that one. Shami. We want Sharma to get a double ton, Sharma. Come on, man. They want to get some wickets from Sri Lanka. They want to finish this up. They want to rest up for the IPL. .447 is a huge target. It really is, but this is going to be the novice in me as far as a cricket fan, but it's so early. It's so early in the match. I hope that declaration doesn't bite them in the butt, so to speak. Third innings declared on second day. Isn't that the truth right there? Pushing P. Isn't that the truth? What's up, Arjit? I got church in a few minutes here, and I had a meeting to go to, but it got canceled last minute, so this is why I'm dressed like this. I got my tie in the other room. Appreciate that. Yeah, I think you can't draw, that's for sure. I mean, you can, but you're talking about batting for 3 days plus. Guys, let's not jinx it. I mean, I agree with you all. Good to see you, Arjit. What's up, Arjit? I'm a huge fan. Let's not jinx it. Okay, but yes. We want to see a few more 6s. Exactly, Shmurdy. You know, she's busting her tail. She got a century herself and wins World Cup. She wants to see some 6s from Shami. But they have plenty of time. I mean, they're going to take their sweet time. Thanks, thanks, Jay. Appreciate that. I know I broke my rule this morning, but I knew I wasn't going to be able to get to much of this match otherwise, because it's just like they're at the worst times for me, for crying out loud. They really are. Wow, look at that. Dravid, Virat Kohli, congratulating. get the tux next time. Unfortunately, I'm not fancy enough where I have my own tux. Not yet. But yeah, I mean, that's going to be it for me today. I do've got to get ready. We've got to leave in 20 minutes here. I appreciate everyone joining me here. I mean, especially the last few minutes as they declare. We got more people coming in. Appreciate that. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Please don't forget to check out some other videos that we have on the channel. We're trying to get more consistent videos, but our schedule's been really, really crazy. So appreciate you sticking in there with me. And if you're a movie fan, if you like yourself some films, I reviewed and reacted to Roddy Shime. I know it's not the buzz movie right now. I know Kashmir Files is more the buzz movie, but I want to check it out. I'm a big Promise fan. So check out my reviews. Check out my reaction to it. It's on Boring Reviews if you're curious. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section once it posts. Let me know what you think is going to happen besides the obvious. India is going to win this in probably day 3, more than likely. But sorry, Major Merc. Really sorry about that. Got to go. Yes, everyone take care. Don Antonio's mad at Schmitty. That was rough. And that's the crazy thing, real quick, Don Antonio, real quick before I get out of here. West Indies, after India put 2 centuries on the board, 311, they looked like they were going to easily chase that. And then literally, like in the 12th over, everything just fell apart. That was so weird. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Arjun, oh man, I'm sorry that you canceled your plans to watch it. Oh, I'm sorry, but hopefully that's a good thing. Hopefully that's a good thing. Hopefully it didn't crush you. Can't wait for RRR to come out in a few weeks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, everybody,